I told him last night, I said, you know who you remind me of? Charles Woodson. And I've always been a big fan of Charles Woodson. I think he'll play 19 years. I was kidding him last year. I said, you're going to play longer than the quarterback of Oakland, the kicker. Now, I can't remember his name right now. But anyway, he's going to play 19 years. His 13th season. And he may break the all-time record.
This award, I mean, we're 2 years in now. You've come up with two good kids, too.
We sure have. And it's wonderful to see Owen Marisick want to come back, you know, and we're happy to have him, of course, for heaven's sakes. You don't see too many award winners that come to the second dinner after they won the award just to come and honor this young man. And he had a great time last year here, and he can come back every year with me. That's okay.
You going to the Super Bowl or not?
No. Well, I'm going up tomorrow and sign. I'm part of the old timers' day, so I'm going to go up and rob them for about an hour and a half and then come home.
Who's going to win?
Oh, New York's going to win.
That's an easy pick for you? Why? Yep. Too much pressure on Brady?
I think too much pressure on Brady, better defense. And you know, quarterbacking is, they may have an edge in the quarterbacking. Brady's had one great, fantastic year. But lately, I think New York's been playing better. And that's important.
What about having the Super Bowl so close to us where you can just drive up there for a day? And
well, it's great that Indianapolis finally got an opportunity. I mean, they're going to, I mean, it's going to come off as a wonderful affair. There's no question about it. The NFL sees to that. I don't know. I'm glad to see. I wish years ago I suggested to Pete Rozelle. I said, Pete, you know what you guys ought to do? I knew Miami quite well. I mean, I spent a lot of time in Miami. I said, you ought to buy the property. There's a lot of property north of Palm Beach. And I said, y'all could build a city there and have it the NFL city and have the Super Bowl there every year in an 85,000-seat stadium. And, of course, you could use that stadium for a couple of bowl games. And I said, but you'd have the city built right there, and every hotel, you know, the hotels just swarm there to build, and it could be owned by the NFL completely. And he liked the idea, and of course he didn't last too long with it. But I always wondered, you know, I would have loved to have been a part of that in the real estate business.
What do you think about Peyton Manning? What do you think is going to happen? Is he done?
Well, I called Archie 2 weeks ago. I knew Archie. I was the first Saint, and I did the radio when Archie was a quarterback.
First New Orleans Saint.
Yeah, first New Orleans Saint signed. But naturally, I didn't play. But the reason I didn't play is I got an okay from some doctor's group that I could play. And then a friend of mine talked me into going down to Scripps Medical Clinic in San Diego. And the doctor said, I want to talk to the doctor in Houston who told you could play. That's ridiculous. You got cervical spine problems, and you should absolutely retire. And of course, I did retire. I retired on a Saturday, and it was on Johnny Carson on Monday night talking about it. But believe me, I shouldn't have played, and I think I did the right thing by getting out of it. And I just told Archie, I said, Archie, I said, doctors make mistakes, just like anybody else. I said, all I want to warn you guys is make sure that he can play. You know, I mean, that he doesn't have that problem might arise sometime where he's going to have a neck problem, and you don't want that in his position, I don't think. And I really believe that if I were Peyton Manning, I'd quit. What the hell? He's going to get $28 million more. He's made $100 million. Money's no problem. They've got a wonderful family. I think all three of them should go in the Hall of Fame at the same day. You know, Peyton, his brother, and Archie. Oh, no. Hall of Fame, if they're smart, they'll do that, but they won't.